Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Mill Valley High School, where the volleyball will be hot, but the data speeds are not. Going to do our best to stream here this evening, but as I mentioned, data speeds are limited here, so apologize if it does buffer throughout the match. If the live stream doesn't come through clearly, I'll upload the recorded version later, possibly this weekend. So tonight, your Lady Vikings taking on the Mill Valley Jaguars. Getting ready to start set number one of this duel, so we play best 3 out of 5. Vikings have their rotation in. Back row right to left is Avery Horner, Bailey Aldridge, and Briley Milo. Front row, Jillian Walton, Alexis Fonseca, Isabel Lofton. Avery Horner back to serve. Lines up on the right side, jump serve, deep middle. Jaguars hitting it out of bounds. Vikings on the board first.
Point Vikings.
Avery from the right side, jump serve, goes shallow middle. Picked up by the back row defenders. Bailey Aldridge with an awesome dig, sending it back over the net. Picked up by the back row defender. And tipped over the net by the Jaguars. Jaguars get the point, tying the score at 1. Early in set number 1. Jaguars with the serve. Bailey passes it up to Isabel. Isabel back sets over to Jillian. Jillian going down the right line, but goes out of bounds.
Jaguars.
Jaguars take the lead here early in set number 1 with a score of 2-1. Jaguars jump serve taken by Avery, sent over to Jillian. Alexis tipping it over the net, but getting called for 2 hits. And the Jaguars have a 3-1 lead. Avery takes the pass, sends it to Isabel. Isabel sets it to Jillian. Jillian tipping it over the blocker's hands. Jaguars are able to get it up in the air, but not able to return it. Vikings get the point. Jillian Moulton back to serve, lines up on the right side. Jump serve, rolls over the net. Bailey passes it up to Avery. Avery bumps it over to Jillian. Jillian goes to the right side, picked up by the front row defender. And Jaguars hitting it into the net. Vikings get the point. That ties the score at 3 early in set number 1. Jillian back to serve from the right side. Jump serve, shallow middle. And Jaguars unable to return it. Vikings take the lead, 4-3. Four 3 lead Vikings. Jillian lines up on the right side. Jump serve deep to the left side. Jaguars bringing that back across court. Vikings unable to handle it. That ties the score at 4. Jaguars with the serve. Bailey passes it to Isabel. Isabel sets it to Jillian in the back row. Jillian goes deep middle, picked up by the back row defenders. Off the fingertips of Alexis, goes up to Isabel. Isabel sets to the deep left corner, picked up by the Jaguars. Bringing it back. Called in on the back line by the line judge. Jaguars get the point. Vikings trail 4-5. Jaguars with the serve. Bailey dives down, sends it up to Isabel. Isabel sends it to Jillian in the back row. Jillian sets shallow left third. Avery passes it to Isabel. Isabel sends it back to Avery. Avery goes deep middle. Jaguars bringing it back. Alexis fighting up there at the net, getting the point for the Vikings.
Side out Vikings.
Nice battle up there by Alexis Vondrasek. Getting the point for the Vikings. Molly Timko rotates into the front row. Alexis Vondrasek back to serve. Alexis lines up on the right side. Jump serve rolls over the net. Off the defender's hand for the ace. Vikings take the lead 6-5. Off the Alexis Vondrasek ace. Alexis lines up on the right side. Jump serve catches the top of the net. Point goes to the Jaguars, tying the score at 6. Tied at 6. Jaguars with the serve. Jillian passes it up to Isabel. Isabel sets it over to Briley. Briley going to the right side, down for the point. Trinity Star rotates in to serve.
Trinity Star.
Vikings lead 7-6. Trinity lines up on the right side. Shallow right side serve, picked up by the back row defender. Jaguars bringing it back. And finding the gap in the Vikings defense. Tying the score at 7 is the Jaguars.
Serving for the Jaguars.
Tied at 7. Early in set number 1. Jaguars with the serve. The serve goes into the net. Vikings get the point and retake the lead 8-7. Riley Milo back to serve. From the right side goes shallow left third. Jaguars bringing it back. Nice block up there by Molly Timko. Trinity there for the tip. Sends it to Avery. Avery sends it over to Jillian. Jillian hit it hard into the blocker's hands. Ball goes out of bounds, and the Vikings get the point, taking the lead 9-7.
Serving for West 13, Milo.
Riley lines up on the right side to serve. Shallow middle serve, picked up by the back row defender. Jillian up there battling. Not able to keep it on the Jaguar side of the court. Vikings lead 9-8. 9-8, Vikings lead. Jaguars with the serve. Trinity passes it up to Avery. Avery back sets it over to Jillian. Jillian going hard to the right side, off the defender and down for the point.
Serving West. Bailey Aldridge.
Alexis Vondrasek rotates into the front row. Bailey Aldridge back to serve. Vikings lead 10-8. Bailey from the middle goes shallow right third. And Jaguars get that off the Viking blocker's hands, get the point. Vikings holding on to a 10-9 lead. Early in set number 1. Bailey passes it up to Avery. Avery bumps it over to Alexis. Alexis going off the blocker's fingertips, picked up by the back row defender. Trinity passes it to Avery. Avery sets it to Jillian. Jillian hitting it into the blocker's hands and getting the point for the Vikings. Vikings 11, Jaguars 9. Isabel Lauber rotates into the front row. Avery Horner back to serve. Avery from the right side. Serves shallow left. Picked up by the back row defender. Avery there with a nice dig. Sends it to Briley. Briley setting it up to Jillian. Jillian tipping it to the left side. Jaguar is able to cover it, bringing it back. Avery passes it up to Isabel. Isabel sets it over to Jillian. Jillian going hard, shallow middle. Down for the kill. Vikings lead 12-9 as Avery lines up to serve. Avery jump serve, shallow right side. Avery there for the tip, sends it to Isabel. Isabel bumps it up to Jillian. Jillian hitting it hard into the blocker's hands, down for another kill. Vikings lead 13-9. Avery lines up to serve. Jump serve, deep middle, goes out of bounds.
Serving for the Jaguars, Leader Linus.
Jaguars with the serve. Vikings lead 13-10. Middle of set number 1. Bailey passes it up to Jillian. Jillian left hands it to the right side. And a nice block by Alexis Bondersek, getting the point for the Vikings.
Serving for West, Jillian Walton.
Vikings 14, Jaguars 10. Jillian Walton back to serve. Jillian lines up on the right side. Jump serve, rolls over to that shallow right side. Jaguars bringing it back. And Isabel Lauber getting the block, sending it back over the net. Jaguars able to recover. And able to bring it back and get the point. Fantastic block by Isabel Lauber up there on the hard hit from the Jaguars. But they're able to return it. Vikings lead 14-11. Jaguars with the serve. Serve goes off the Viking defender's hands, squirts out of bounds. Jaguars get the point. Vikings lead 14-12. Avery passes it up to Isabel. Isabel sets back to Alexis. Alexis bumps it shallow middle. Jaguars bringing it back and bringing it down hard in the middle. Jaguars closing the score. Vikings lead 14-13. Jillian passes it up to Isabel. Isabel sets it to Alexis. Alexis goes deep middle. Jaguars pick it up, bringing it back. And number 18 for the Jaguars has a mean hit. And so far proven that she can bring it down hard, shallow middle, or deep right side. That ties the score at 14. Jaguars with the serve. Jillian passes it up to Isabel. Isabel sets it over to Briley. Briley hitting hard in the middle. Jaguars able to bring it back. And Alexis Bondersek fighting up there at the net gets the point for the Vikings and gives them the lead, 15-14.
Serve for West.
Molly Temko rotates into the front row. Alexis Bondersek back to serve. Alexis lines up from the right side, jump serve, goes deep middle, off the defender's hands. Another ace for Alexis Bondersek. Vikings 16, Jaguars 14. Alexis lines up on the right side to serve. Jump serve, deep middle, picked up by the back row defender. Jaguars bringing it back. Jillian passes it up to Isabel. Isabel tips it over the net quickly. Jaguars there to cover. Bringing it back. Avery sends it up to Isabel. Isabel sets to Avery in the back row. Avery from the back row attack goes deep right corner. Jaguars bringing it back. Hitting it out of bounds. Vikings get the point. Vikings lead 17-14. Alexis back to serve. Lines up on the right side. Jump serve, rolls over the net, shallow middle. Back row defender picks it up. Alexis digging down for the hard return from the Jaguars. Unable to get a square hit on it. Jaguars get the point. Vikings lead 17-15. here in the bottom third of set number 1. Jillian passes it up to Isabel. Isabel sets it over to Briley. Briley swings hard, goes into the net. Jaguars get the point. Vikings 17, Jaguars 16. Jillian passes it up to Isabel. Isabel sets Jillian in the back row. Jillian going for the back corner, called out of bounds. And the Jaguars tie it up at 17. Tied at 17, Jaguars with the serve. Jillian pops it up to Isabel. Isabel sends it over to Molly. Molly goes deep middle. Jaguars bringing it back with the tip. Isabel tips it up to Bailey. Bailey sends it over to Jillian. Jillian from the back row goes shallow middle. Jaguars bringing it back. Catch in the back right corner. Jaguars retake the lead. Score of 18-17. The Vikings take a timeout. Probably trying to talk some strategy on how to slow down the hits from number 18 from the Jaguars. Silence falls over the gym. And once again, folks, if you're tuning in late, data speeds are not the best here in Mill Valley High School. So apologize if it is cutting in and out. Doing the best that I can. And like I said, if there's too many gaps in coverage, I'll upload the film later. Hopefully that will be uninterrupted. So both teams retake the court. Vikings 17, Jaguars 18. Jaguars with the serve. Jaguars serve it into the net, tying the score at 18. Trinity Starr rotates him to serve. Trinity lines up on the right side. Jump serve, deep right side. And I think that was Avery Horner able to tip it back over the net, but the Jaguars able to bring it back and retake the lead. Vikings 18, Jaguars 19. Jaguars serve off the Viking defender's hands. Point goes to the Jaguars. Vikings now trail 18-20 as we near the bottom of set number 1. Bailey pops it up to Trinity. Trinity sends it over to Briley. Briley digging it out on the bench, sends it back over to the net. Trinity passing it up to Avery. Avery sends it over to Briley. Briley going off the blocker's fingertips, picked up by the back row defender. And Jaguars able to bring that one back down on the right side, get the point. Vikings need a side out now, trailing 18-21. Jillian passes it up to the net. Avery trying to back set it over the net. Doesn't quite clear it. Jaguars get the point. Vikings 18, Jaguars 22. Jillian pops it up to Briley. Briley sends it back to Molly. Molly bumping it over the net, but goes out of bounds. Vikings now trail 18-23, bottom of set number 1. Called out of bounds by the line judge. Vikings get the point, now trailing 19-23. Briley Milo back to serve. Briley Avery from the right side goes deep middle. And Jaguars bringing that back quickly as they now set at set point. Vikings trail 19-24. Jaguars with the serve. Vikings need to stop them here. Trinity digs down, pops it up to Briley. Briley sends it up to Jillian. Jillian goes off her hands. Catwampus. And the Jaguars take the first set, 25-19. Vikings hanging in there, battling with the Jaguars. We'll try to regroup here between set number 1 and set number 2. A minute 50 on the clock in between sets. We'll get set number 2 underway here momentarily. This is a duel tonight, so it's best 3 out of 5. Vikings dropping a close one in set number 1, 25-19. The Jaguar hitter over there, number 18, really finding the open gaps in the Viking coverage. But the Vikings battled as they retake the court. Let's hope they continue to battle and pull this next one out. We'll give you the lineup here shortly. Your Viking back row, right to left, Bailey Aldridge, Briley Milo, and Trinity Starr. Front row, Avery Horner, Jillian Walton, and Alexis Vondrasek. Jaguars will start with the serve once the rotations are finalized. And here we go, getting ready to start set number 2 here from Mill Valley High School. Would appear the Jags zigged when they should have zagged and had to switch up their rotation just a little bit, but now we're getting ready to get underway. Set number 2. Up ref gives a signal. Jaguars with the serve. Bailey passes it up to Avery. Avery back sets to Jillian. Jillian going hard down the right line. Jaguars unable to return it. Vikings on the point on the board first.
Avery Horner.
Isabel Lawver rotates into the front row. Avery Horner back to serve. Avery lines up from the right side. Jump serve. Goes shallow left third. Jaguars bringing it back row attack. Nice block up there between Alexis Vondrasek and Isabel Lawver. I think Isabel Lawver getting the block on that one. Vikings take an early 2-0 lead here in set number 2. Avery from the right side, jump serve. Goes deep to the left third, off the defender's hands for the ace. A nice ace by Avery Horner gives the Vikings an early 3-0 lead. Avery from the right side, jump serve, deep middle. Alexis Bondrasek doing an excellent job getting in front of their big number 18. But called for the lift off the deflected block. Vikings 3, Jaguars 1. Jaguars with the serve. Avery passes it up to Isbell. Isbell sets it over to Jillian. Jillian goes hard to the right side. Jaguars able to save it. And Bailey Aldridge running to the corner, just not able to get there in time. Jaguars get the point. Good effort by Bailey, but just a lot of ground to cover. Not enough time to get there. Vikings lead 3-2. Avery passes it up to Isabel. Isabel sets it over to Jillian. Jillian hits it into the blocker's hands. Bailey's there to send it back to Isabel. Isabel sends it to Briley in the back row. Briley goes to the right side. Jaguars bringing it back. Bailey sends it up to Alexis. Alexis sends it to Briley. Briley goes deep left side. Jillian getting a hand on it. And Briley with the diving attempt off the deflection comes up just a bit short. That ties the score at 3 here early in set number 2. Jaguars with the serve. Bailey passes it up to Isabel. Isabel sets it to Briley in the back row. Briley goes to the deep right corner. Briley sets it up to Isabel. And Isabel not able to get it out of the net. Jaguars get the point and take the lead 4-3. Avery passes it up to Isabel. Isabel with a quick set over the net. Back row defender comes up and covers it. Jaguars bring it back with Jillian Walton with the tremendous block. Getting the point for the Vikings. That ties the score at 4. First time I've had to speak over a broadcaster here in the stadium. Jillian Walton back to serve. Score tied at 4. Jillian jump serve goes shallow left side. Jaguars bringing it back. Bailey passes it up to the net. And just a bit too far. Jaguars are able to put it back down on the overpass and get the point. Vikings 4, Jaguars 5. Jillian pops it up to Isabel. Isabel sends it back to Jillian. Jillian from the back row. Back row defender hits it, bringing it back. Avery passes it up to Isabel. Isabel sets it over to Briley. Briley going to the right side. Jaguar defenders there. Alexis popping it up to Avery. Avery sends it over to Briley. Briley goes to the left side this time. Pancake saved by the... Oh, and a nice block up there between Alexis Vondersek and Isabel Lauver. Bailey one-arms it up to Briley. Briley left-hands it over the net. And the Jaguars able to tip it to the Vikings' right side and get the point. Excellent volley on that point there. Good hustle by the Vikings as they trail 4-6. Jillian passes it up to Isabel. Isabel back sets to Alexis. And Alexis trying to tip it over the net. Gets blocked. Jaguars get the point. Vikings trail 4-7.
Correction.
Couple of wonky deflections there. Vikings not able to return it. They now trail 4-8. Avery passes it up to Isabel. Isabel sets it over to Briley. Briley hit hard into the blocker's hands, but the deflection comes back and lands on the Viking side of the court. Jaguars get the point. Vikings taking a timeout to talk about things. The ladies continuing to hang in there and battle. Coming up just a bit short on a few things, trailing 4-9. But the effort's definitely there. And really, it's not due to egregious mistakes or anything like that. It's just a hard-fought battle, and Mill Valley's a really good team. Vikings trail 4-9. Mill Valley with the serve. Jillian passes it up to the net. Just a bit too far on the pass, and the Jaguars, number 18, able to hammer that one down. Vikings 4, Jaguars 10. Shallow serve, lands in front of the back row defender. Jaguars get the point. Vikings now trail 4-11. Vikings adjust for the shallow serve. Served out of bounds by the Jaguars. Adjustment paid off. Jaguars serve it out of bounds. Vikings 5, Jaguars 11. Molly Timko rotates into the front row. Alexis Vondrasek back to serve. Alexis from the right side, jump serve. Goes into the net. Point goes to the Jaguars. Bailey Aldridge rotates into the back row.
To serve for the Jags, SMW.
Vikings trail by 7, down by a score of 5-12. Served out of bounds by the Jaguars. Vikings get the point. Trinity Star rotating into serve for the Vikings. Vikings trail 6-12. Trinity lines up on the right side, jump serve. Deep middle goes too far out of bounds. Point goes to the Jaguars. Vikings trail 6-13. Trinity sends it to Bailey. Bailey sends it to Briley. Briley goes deep middle. Jaguars bringing that one back quickly. The Viking defenders unable to get a hand on it. The Vikings trail 6-14. Trinity. Oh, sends it over to Briley. Briley able to knock it back to Trinity, who keeps it in play. Molly Timko getting a hand on that one, but not able to get the block. Point goes to the Jaguars. Vikings trail 6-15. Trinity passes it up to Avery. Avery sets Jillian in the back row. Jillian goes into the net. Vikings now trail 6-16. Vikings need to get a side out.
Side out Vikings.
Serve goes out of bounds by the Jaguars. Vikings 7, Jaguars 16. Riley Milo back to serve. Lines up on the right side. Serve shallow middle. A nice block up there by Jillian Walton. And Jaguars bringing it back. Getting the point.
The serve for the Jags, SMW.
Vikings trail by 10, down 7-17. Bottom third of set number 2. Briley passes it up to Avery. Avery sets it over to Jillian. Jillian hitting it hard into the blocker's hands and getting the point for the Vikings. Alexis Vondrasek rotates into the front row. Bailey Aldridge back to serve. Bailey from the middle. Serve deep middle.
Serving for the Jags,
Tip for the Jaguars, gets the point. Vikings now trail 8-18. Trinity passes it up a little too far over the net, and the Jaguars make them pay. Vikings 8, Jaguars 19. Briley passes it up to Avery. Avery back sets to Jillian. Jillian going for the tip. Comes up just a bit short. Point goes to the Jaguars. Vikings 8, Jaguars 20. Trinity pops it up in the air. Avery bumps it over to Alexis. Alexis hitting from the back row to the right side. Trinity there to get the short hit over the net. Bailey with the diving save sends it up to the net. But the Jaguars able to put it back down on the right side and get the point. Vikings taking their second time out of this set. Vikings in quite a hole here at the bottom of set number 2. Currently trailing 8-21. First set was a back and forth match. Vikings coming up just a bit short, 25-20 or 25-19. Jaguars will have the serve coming out of the timeout. Vikings trail 8-21. Ball's up. Trinity bumps it over to Alexis. Alexis sends it back to Jillian. Jillian bumps it to the shallow middle. Vikings 8, Jaguars 22. Serve goes in the net. Vikings get the point.
The serve for West. Avery Horner.
Isabel Lava rotates into the front row. Avery Horner back to serve. Avery lines up on the right side. Jump serve goes deep left. Jillian sets it up to Isabel. Isabel sets it back to Jillian. Jillian blocked at the net. And point goes to the Jaguars.
Serving for the Jags.
Vikings now trail 9-23. Significant mountain to climb here, but never say never. Avery passes it up to Isabel. Isabel sets it to Briley. Briley goes deep middle. Hit out of bounds by the Jaguars. Vikings still alive as they trail 10-23.
Serve for West, Jillian Walton.
Jillian Walton back to serve. From the right side. Deep middle serve in on the back line. Down for the ace. Vikings working to close the gap, trailing 11-23. Jillian lines up on the right side. Jump serve, shallow middle, off the defender's hands, but Jaguars able to save it. Jillian passes it up to Isabel. Isabel with the back dump over the net. Bailey passes it to Isabel. Isabel sets it over to Briley. Briley going to the right side, back corner, and down to the point. Nice placement by Briley Milo. And point by point, Vikings trying to climb their way back into set number 2. Currently trailing 12-23. Jillian Walton lines up to serve. From the right side, jump serve, shallow right side. And hit out of bounds by the Jaguars. Point Vikings. Vikings 23, Vikings 13, Jaguars 23. Jillian lines up on the right side. Jump serve, deep middle, off the defender's hands for another ace by Jillian Walton. Vikings 14, Jaguars 23. Jillian from the right side. Serve goes into the net. Jaguars get the point. We are now at set point for the Jaguars as the Vikings trail 14-24. No margin of error. Need to get the ball back. Jaguars serve it into the net, and the Vikings stay alive.
To serve the Reds, Alexis Vondrasek.
Molly Timko rotates in the front row. Alexis Vondrasek back to serve. Jump serve, deep right, goes out of bounds. And Jaguars take set number 2, 25-15. So the Vikings currently trailing 2-0. Need to regroup. Find a way to come out with a win when we get into set number 3.
Girls will be back in action this Saturday, October 4th, when they travel to Shawnee Mission Northwest for a tournament that begins at 8 a.m. We hope to see you there.
A minute 50 left on the clock between sets. Clock down to 1 minute. Jaguars take the court first. Vikings getting some final strategizing in before they retake the court. All right. Give you the lineup here once the down ref finalizes the rotation. Your back row right to left is going to be Avery Horner, Bailey Aldridge, and Briley Milo. Front row, Jillian Walton, Alexis Vondrasek, and Isabel Lauver. Vikings will start with the serve. Avery Horner to kick us off. Avery from the right side, jump serve, shallow right third. Jaguars setting it back up to their big hitter, number 18, putting them on the board first with an early 1-0 lead. Bailey sends it up to Isabel. Isabel passes it back to Briley. Briley goes shallow right side. And once again, Jaguars going back to number 18. Getting the point. Vikings trail 0-2 early in set number 3. Currently trailing 2-0. Bailey passes it up to Isabel. Isabel sets it over to Jillian. Jillian tipping it down the left side, but goes out of bounds. Vikings 0, Jaguars 3. Avery passes it up to the net. Isabel getting up there fighting for the block, but the Jaguars able to get the point. Vikings now trail 0-4. Off the hands of the Viking defender. Ball goes out of bounds. Vikings trail 0-5. Bailey sends it up to Isabel. Isabel sets it to Briley in the back row. Briley going deep middle. Nearly hitting the defender in the face. Vikings are on the board. Vikings 1, Jaguars 5. Jillian Walton back to serve. Jillian goes deep to the left third. And Jaguars throw it into the net. Point Vikings. Jillian lines up at the right side. Vikings trail 2-5. Jillian jump serve, goes shallow right side. And Isabel Lawver getting a hand on it, sends it to Briley. Briley sends it back to Isabel. Isabel going deep right side. Back row defender reaches up, sends it back. And Isabel Lawver getting a hand on that one coming back over, but unable to get the block. Vikings 2, Jaguars 6. Jillian passes it up to Isabel. Isabel sends it over to Briley. Briley tipping it over the blocker's hands, getting the point for the Vikings. Vikings 3, Jaguars 6. Molly Timko in the front row. Alexis Vondrasek back to serve. Jump serve deep middle. Off the defender's hand for the ace. So a nice ace there by Alexis Vondrasek. Pulls the Vikings to within 2 as they trail 4-6 here at set number 3. Alexis lines up on the right side. Jump serve. Deep left third. And a nice block up there by Molly Timko. And Jaguars can't return it. Vikings pull within 1, now trailing 5-6. Vikings 5, Jaguars 6. Alexis lines up on the right side to serve. Jump serve goes into the net. Point Jaguars. Bailey Aldridge rotates into the back row. Vikings trail 5-7. Bailey passes it back over the net. Jaguars returning it. Here comes number 18. Viking back row defender just not able to get squared up on the ball in time. Point goes to the Jaguars as Vikings now trail 5-8. Jillian passes it up to Isabel. Isabel sets it over to Briley. Briley tipped it to the left side, but it goes out of bounds. It would appear that Briley Milo may have come down wrong as she walks very gingerly towards the bench. She'll get checked out by the Mill Valley trainer. Hope she's okay. That's a significant loss if she's not able to return. Vikings trail 5-9. Served out of bounds by the Jaguars. Point goes to the Vikings.
Side out Vikings.
Isabel Lava rotates back to serve. From the middle, jump serve, deep to the left side, picked up by the back row defender. Jaguars bringing it back. They're bringing it to number 18. Bailey passes it up to Jillian. Jillian sends it over to Trinity. Trinity able to bump it to the shallow middle. Jaguars bringing it back. Out of the reach of number 18. Ball goes out of bounds. Vikings get the point.
This over last number 19, Isabel Lava.
Vikings 7. Jaguars 9. Isabel jump serve goes deep middle for the ace.
Ace. Lava.
Isabel lines up in the middle. Vikings trailing 8-9. Isabel jump serve, shallow left third, picked up by the back row defender. Here comes number 18. Trinity's able to pop it up to Isabel. Isabel sends it back to Trinity. Trinity goes deep middle. Jaguars bringing it back set. Oh, down in front of the back row defender. Jaguars get the point. Vikings trail 8-10. Watching the trainer attend to Briley over on the sideline. Looks like they're looking at her left ankle area. Isabel passes it up to Avery. Avery sets it over to Trinity. Trinity hits it into the blocker's hands, but the Jaguars get the point. Vikings 8, Jaguars 11. Shallow serve coming in front of the Viking back row defender. Not able to get a good pass. Ball goes out of bounds. Vikings now trail 8-12. From the looks of things, it looks like Briley may be done for the day as they bring out a big bag of ice to tape around her ankle. It's very unfortunate. Hopefully she'll recover quickly. Jaguars with the serve. Bailey pops it up to Isabel. Isabel sets it over to Avery. Avery hitting it off the blockers. Hands down for the point. A nice swing by Avery Horner. Gets the point for the Vikings. Vikings now trailed 9-12. Trinity Starr back to serve. Trinity from the right side. Serves deep to the right. Bailey passes it up to Isabel. Isabel sets it over to Jillian. Jillian swinging hard. Blocked at the net. Vikings 9, Jaguars 13.
Just over the Jags. Skyler Fly.
Jaguars with the serve. Trinity sends it up to Jillian. Jillian's able to get it over to Isabel. Isabel bumps it to the shallow right third. Isabel pops it up to Trinity. Yes. Nice reaction time by Isabel Lawver, able to get her hands up in front of that. And Trinity Starr just not able to quite get a full hand on it. Vikings trail 9-14. Trinity digs down, passes it up to Isabel. Isabel sends it over to Molly. Molly bumps it to the deep middle. Jaguars bring it back to tip and getting the point. Vikings down by 6, trailing 9-15. Trinity pops it up to Isabel. Isabel sends it over to Jillian. Jillian hitting it hard into the back defender's shoulder. Ball goes out of bounds. Nice kill by Jillian Walton. Alexis Fondrasek into the front row. Bailey Aldrich back to serve. Vikings trail 10-15. Bailey lines up in the middle. Deep middle serve picked up by the Jaguars, who bring back the tip and are able to get the point. Jaguars with the serve. Vikings trail 10-16. Bailey passes it up to Isabel. Isabel sets Jillian in the middle, and Jillian goes just a bit long. Point goes to the Jaguars. Jaguars serve goes into the net. Point Vikings. Vikings 11, Jaguars 17. Avery Warner back to serve. Avery jump serve. Going deep left third, but just a bit too far. Point goes to the Jags. Vikings 11, Jaguars 18. Bailey passes it to Avery. Avery sets it up to Isabel. Isabel goes deep to the right side. Jaguars able to cover, bringing it back. Bailey with the dig, sends it over to the side. Vikings not able to get it out of the stands. Point goes to the Jags. Vikings now trail 11-19. Need to get a side out. Jaguars with serve. Bailey passes it up to Avery. Avery sets it up to Jillian. Jillian with her offhand sends it to deep middle. Avery passes it up to Isabel. Isabel sets it to Jillian. Jillian! Oh no. Looks like Jillian may have came down on another Vikings foot and tweaked her ankle just a little bit. She's hanging in there though. Vikings 11, Jaguars 20. Trinity passes it up to Avery. Avery sets it over to Isabel. Isabel bumping it over the blocker's hands. Alexis and Isabel teaming up there to get the deflection. Unable to get the block as the Vikings now trail 11-21.